Welcome in, friends. Hello. Thank you for coming in this evening. Welcome to Zen Stories. It's so good to see you or to hear you. And I hope that you can hear me tonight. I have missed you so much. It is so good to be back. I hope you've had a chance to look over our book reviews and also the great videos that we have to encourage reading. What a great day. I hope you're having a great day tonight and you're able to be here with us as we share a great story. Welcome in, everyone. Come on in. Let's share a great story. Welcome in to Zen Stories with Grandma Zen. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome in to Zen Stories. Go ahead and find your comfy spot, grab your blanket, and grab your calm buddy, whether that's your little one or if you're just young at heart and you want to hear a great story to relax before bedtime. Come on in, friends. Let's share a story where no one is left behind. This is a safe place for the young and the young at heart. Tonight, we are going to listen in and listen to a great story. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you had a great evening, a great day. Come on in, friends. I hope you had a peaceful day today. You enjoyed school, you enjoyed work, or you enjoyed play. Welcome in to Zen Stories. Go ahead and grab a comfortable spot. Grab a pillow. Grab a blanket. Go ahead and get the little ones ready. If they're already nestled in bed, go ahead and let them know to get their listening ears ready for a great story. And if you're like me, young at heart, and you just like a nice story to relax to before bedtime, this is a great place to be. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Go ahead and find a comfortable spot. Grab a pillow. Grab a blanket. Come on in to Zen Stories. Grandma's so glad to see you and be with you right here tonight. My sweet babies, come on in. Hi. Thank you, The Arm and JJJ. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome in. Welcome in, friends. Come on in. Where are you watching or listening to from tonight? Welcome in, everyone. We're getting ready to get started on our wonderful story this evening. I hope that had a wonderful day, that you're able to come in to share a great story with your little one, or if you're just a young at heart and you want to listen to a great story after a long day of work. All right, my loves, let's begin our story tonight. Tonight, our story is called Tulip at Night. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Tulip. Tulip loved the nighttime. She loved how the air felt cool and crisp against her skin. How quiet the world became, and how the stars shined bright like tiny lights in the sky. Tulip was named after a beautiful flower chosen by her mother. And just like a flower, Tulip loved the earth. Tulip loved the bugs. And Tulip loved all things in nature. One night after her mom tucked her in and kissed her forehead, Tulip lay awake listening to the sounds of the night. The house was quiet. Everyone was resting. Hello, Sinclair Mackenzie. Thank you for coming in. Carefully, Tulip slipped into her special nighttime clothes. An outfit she imagined was made just for exploring. It protected her from the cool grass and the nighttime air. She put on her night goggles and quietly stepped into the backyard. Tulip got really low on the ground. And guess what she did? She watched the ants. They were busy carrying food, working together, still building even at night. Nearby, a grasshopper hopped softly through the grass. Tulip watched closely, careful not to disturb it. She looked up and saw birds tucked into bushes and trees, fast asleep. Tulip whispered, "Good night." Tulip sat inside her tiny tent and listened. Crickets sang. Leaves rustled. The stars seemed closer. Tulip realized the night wasn't empty. It was full, just quieter. After a while, Tulip felt very sleepy. She packed up, whispered, "Thank you to the night," and returned to her bed. As she drifted off, she dreamed of stars, ants, and moonlight. And Tulip learned this: even when we rest, the world keeps going. And there is beauty in both waking and sleeping. So, uh-oh, tell me, do you like the nighttime or do you like the daytime? Tell me if you like the nighttime or the daytime. Which one do you like? Tulip liked the nighttime. She wanted to explore all of nature at night. What about you? I think that if it's in the summertime, the nighttime is nice. I know I like to see the fireflies at night that light up the sky and light up. When I was a little girl, I used to love to go and chase them and put them in a jar. And you would have little night lights because those bugs would light up at night. What do you think that Tulip liked the most? Did she like the daytime or did she like the nighttime? Hi, Jessica. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jessica McFarland. I appreciate you. Welcome in to Grandma Zen Story Time. I appreciate you for coming in this evening. Do you remember in the story what was Tulip doing at night? Does anyone remember? What was Tulip doing at night? Can anyone tell me what was Tulip doing at night? Tulip was supposed to be sleeping, right? But she got up to explore the outside. What sounds do you hear at night? Does anyone want to answer? What sounds do you hear at night? What sounds do you hear at night? Welcome in, friends. Thank you for coming in. Do you hear the sounds of crickets at night, like Tulip in the story? Or do you hear birds at night? Or do you hear the wind blowing and the trees moving? Or do you watch the sky to watch the moon and the stars sparkling at night? And you know what? It's okay to rest at night, right? But it's okay if we also want to explore, right? Because nature is so beautiful. And Tulip loved nature. We're going to read our story again for those that are coming in so that we can make sure that no one is left behind. Tulip at night. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Tulip. Tulip loved the nighttime. She loved the quiet. Tulip loved the cool air. She also loved the stars. She loved watching them over and over again because they looked like tiny lights. You know, Tulip was named after a beautiful flower. Tulip loved nature. She loved bugs and all the little things others might miss. One night, after her parents were resting, Tulip stayed awake. The night had begun. She put on her special nighttime clothes, her imaginary explorer suit, and she stepped gently into the backyard. What do you think would be an imaginary suit that you would wear to go in the backyard at night to explore all of nature, right? You want to make sure that you're protecting from the bugs that might want to pinch you a little bit, right? Or from the night air if it's a little cool. Let's see what happens. So Tulip made sure she had on her imaginary suit. She crawled low to the ground and watched the ants working together, still gathering and still creating. Hi, Tony. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Tulip, she loved watching the ants working together and still gathering. Can you imagine the ants? You know, when you're outside in the daytime, you see the ant pile, and those ants, you're thinking they're gone to sleep at night. They're still busy working together. A grasshopper hopped by quietly. Birds slept safely in the trees. Tulip, she whispered softly so she wouldn't wake them. Can you imagine stepping softly outside in the backyard so you wouldn't wake the birds? It's just like if you have a little baby sister or brother at home and your parents say, now please don't make any loud noises because your little sister or brother or they may be asleep, right? So Tulip, she whispered softly so she wouldn't wake them. Inside her tent, Tulip listened. Crickets sang their songs. The leaves moved gently, and the stars seemed close enough to touch. Tulip learned that the night is not empty. It is full of life, full of quiet work, and full of rest. When her eyes grew heavy, Tulip returned to her bed. Wrapped in her blanket, she dreamed of moonlight in nature. And from that night on, Tulip understood there is a time to explore and a time to rest. And both are important. This is a great story, right? What a great story to share about how things are moving at night and some are resting. So it is okay for us to rest at night, right? We see the birds were resting, the grasshopper was hopping quietly, the ants were still moving, Everyone has a job to do in nature. Isn't that a beautiful story? If you're just coming in, welcome in. We're reading Tulip at Night. Welcome in, everyone. I appreciate you for coming in, even if it's just for a little while or for a short, for the whole story. I appreciate you for coming in. Welcome in, everyone. Can you tell me what was Tulip doing at night? What was her favorite thing to do? Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in. What was Tulip doing at night? Can you tell me, do you remember in the story? What was she doing? If you will, let's let YouTube know that this is a great place to be. If you will, make sure you share, follow, and also provide a like for me, if you will, so that we can provide more stories for the young and the young at heart, because no one is left behind here at Zenstoriezz. Welcome in, everyone. Grandma Zen is so happy to see you this evening. Come on in. Tell a friend. You know, when we reread a story, it helps our children understand stories better. So, little ones, it is okay to reread those stories. And sometimes when we hear a story, we notice something new. And this story is also great when we read stories together. This is always good for memory, right? To help not only our kids, but us young at heart as well. I always share an arts and craft at the end of our story, something that you can do, little ones, on your spare time, or my young at hearts, if you want to share this activity with your children, which is a great way to encourage them to read. For this story, all you need to make the nighttime moon craft, because you know it was nighttime when Tulip went outside. All you need is a paper plate or circle paper, some crayons, and markers. Also, some cotton balls or tissue paper, some glue or tape. And you can create a moon. Since she was under the moon at night exploring, and you can create, with creating a craft or any craft that you make after stories, it helps our kids remember what they've heard. And it also keeps our elders' memory sharp. It helps us as adults to relax and focus. And it builds a bond with your family that no one is left behind. So when you make your face of your moon, what face would you make? Would you make a happy face? Or would you make a sleepy moon? Which one do you think that Tulip would make? Well, you all, we had a wonderful story this evening, and we'll be back here again soon to share another story. After our story, we always go over some affirmations to share together. Our affirmations are very good for both the young and the young at heart to build up our self esteem and know that you are very important, not only to Zen stories, but to yourself and to your families. So we're going to read these together. And mom, dad, grandparents, make sure you share these with your family. And you can say this for yourself. Our first affirmation: I am calm. I am calm. I am safe. I am safe. I am loved. I am loved. No one is left behind. No one is left behind. I want to thank you all for coming in tonight and sharing this wonderful story with me. Thank you for sharing your time tonight. Thank you for all your kindness. Also, those, whether you stayed for a moment or a whole time, you mattered. We'll see you next time here, sharing a wonderful story, another wonderful story soon. Make sure you come back here, and we'll be back soon sharing more stories and more arts and crafts. Remember, you are beautiful. You are smart. You are patient. And you are kind. Remember, Grandma Zen loves you. Make sure you share love with everyone you meet. Okay? You have a great night. I enjoy being with you tonight. And I'll see you again real soon on Zenstoriezz. See you next time.